Hello, beloved believers. May you always remain steadfast with us on this channel that presents inspiring stories. On this occasion, we have prepared a wise story to increase our faith. Before that, let's support this channel by liking and subscribing. Click the bell too, so you can receive more useful content. Ibn Battuta was born in Tangier, Morocco in 1304. He was a Muslim scholar and explorer who traveled extensively throughout the Islamic world during the 14th century. He is considered one of the greatest travelers of all time, with his journeys covering over 75,000 miles, which is equivalent to traveling around the world 3 times. Ibn Battuta's first journey began in 1325 when he was just 21 years old. He traveled to Mecca to perform the Hajj pilgrimage, and then continued his journey to Baghdad, where he studied Islamic law and theology. From there, he traveled to Anatolia, the Caucasus, and Central Asia, before finally reaching India. In India, Ibn Battuta was appointed as a Qadi, a judge, in Delhi. He was impressed by the city's grandeur and the wealth of its people, describing it as the city of wonders. During his time in India, he also visited the Maldives and the southern coast of India. After his stay in India, Ibn Battuta continued his journey to China. He crossed the Himalayas and the Gobi Desert and finally reached Beijing. He was amazed by the grandeur of the city and the efficiency of its administration. Ibn Battuta also visited Hangzhou, which was then the largest city in the world, and marveled at its beauty and wealth. From China, Ibn Battuta traveled to Southeast Asia, visiting the Malay archipelago, Sumatra, and Java. He also traveled to Sri Lanka and East Africa, where he visited the city of Mogadishu in Somalia. He then returned to Mecca and Medina to perform the Hajj pilgrimage once again. Throughout his travels, Ibn Battuta kept detailed notes about the places he visited and the people he met. He wrote a book called Rihla or The Journey, which is considered one of the most important travelogues in Islamic literature. The book is an account of his travels and includes descriptions of the countries, people, and customs he encountered along the way. Ibn Battuta's travels took him through some of the most important centers of Islamic civilization, including the holy cities of Mecca and Medina, Baghdad, and Cairo. He also visited many other countries that were not part of the Islamic world, such as China, India, and Southeast Asia. His travels gave him a unique perspective on the diversity and richness of the world, and his observations about different cultures and civilizations continue to be studied and admired to this day. In conclusion, Ibn Battuta was a great Muslim explorer who traveled extensively and documented his travels in his book, Rihla. His journey took him to many important centers of Islamic civilization and beyond, and his observations and experiences continue to inspire and fascinate people to this day. Ibn Battuta's legacy as a traveler and a writer remains an important part of the Islamic intellectual tradition, and his contributions to our understanding of the world are invaluable. A story that hopefully will be a lesson for us. Don't forget to leave your comment and subscribe to this channel, so that you can get more interesting stories in the future. Thank you and see you in the next content.